Thanks again for joining us today. We've got a lot of cool products that apply to you. For those who don't know PureLink, we've been around for over 20 years, pioneering a lot of the innovations in the industry, many different things. So feel free to go on our website and take a look at that. We're going to go over a number of different products today. This is just kind of a reference, and everybody will get this presentation at the end of it, but this will help you keep track of things. We're going to dive right in. The first product we have with USB-C connectivity is our 8x2 4K 60 seamless switcher with 2 independent output scalers. On the inputs, we have, and by the way, this has HDBaseT transmitter for input 1. That'll have an HDMI input on that transmitter that comes with the product included in the price. And also on the output, we have a HDBaseT receiver, again, included. So that's the first input on this 8x2 is a HDMI to HDBaseT transmitter, and then you've got 4 more HDMI connectors, and yes, we still have a VGA connector here. That is input number 6, and number 7 is the display port, and then number 8 is USB-C. This 8x2 comes with lots of other features, including auto switching, which you can disable. And the front controls can also be locked out, and we've got audio embedding balanced stereo analog on 4 of the inputs, as well as audio insertion for VGA. And then on the output side, we have stereo balanced analog, as well as SPDIF outputs for both output buses. And we do have volume mixing capability, and all this is available through the API of the product as well. And we have a number of control options for the switch and for devices connected to the switch. This does support CEC control of the connected displays. The API allows full control of the switch, scaling adjustments, switching audio functions, all available through the control commands, either RS-232 or LAN control. On the switch, I can also set up RS-232 commands to go out and power up or power down, and I have relay controls also that I can hook up to projector screens and so on. All right, so that's the 8x2 with USB-C input. As you can see, lots of other very cool functionality. It's great for many different applications, from corporate environments, huddle rooms, conference rooms, presentation, staging and rental, hotel AV. So there's many markets for this product. Now let's take a look at its little brother. This is the PS610. So this is 6 inputs, 1 output, 4K 60 seamless switching. This also provides multi-view up to 4 of the input sources. This has 2 USB-C inputs with 60-watt charging capability, so you can plug in newfangled laptops to this switch and just with 1 wire be able to charge it while you're displaying your video and audio. We've got HDMI inputs as well on the back. You see some USB KVM style connectivity, so you can have keyboard, mouse, and other types of peripheral switching. On the receiver, HDBaseT receiver, which also is included in the price, there's a local HDMI input. So this input access the 6th option for you, and you can manually select it on the receiver. You can also have it as auto switching priority, and you can use the control commands to select the HDMI input on the receiver. There's also Dante 2-channel input and 2-channel output. So that makes it very effective in situations where you're wanting to move the audio out of the box or into the box over the network, possibly to codecs or sound reinforcement systems, or to bring in audio from other devices, maybe a mixer or other types of Dante audio devices. And you also have stereo balanced analog line in insertion, as well as the embedding stereo analog output. Okay, again, fully controllable over LAN RS-232, supports CEC control just like its big brother. I think that covers it. So this is also available in shipping, so please definitely take a look at that. This is great for huddle rooms and conference rooms, situations where you have single display. So presentation, again, hotel AV, staging rental, and so on. All right, now we're going to take a look at Hue. This is Hue 100. And this is a extender with 2 inputs. So it's basically a 2x1 switch extender. 4K 60, 100 meter extension. So on the transmitter, I've got HDMI and USB-C in, then 100 meter extension over Cat6 to the receiver on the other end. And you see we also support USB KVM as well as extension of infrared signals in either direction and stereo analog audio and RS-232. All right, so simple but effective. This has been an extremely popular product. This is also in stock, so take a look at that. Countless applications here, everything I had already mentioned, but any scenario where you need to extend up to 330 feet or 100 meters from one end to the other and have 2 inputs switching capability at the transmitter. All right, now we have a different kind of product again for collaboration, conference rooms and huddle rooms and so on, but this is 4K 30 and seamless switching. This has quite a number of inputs on it. We've got HDMI, USB-C, VGA, but you can also connect wirelessly to the switch with iPhone or Android phones, and there's dongles available that are USB-C or USB-A to connect to laptops, Windows and Mac laptops. You can do auto switching. You can show multiple sources simultaneously. The control commands are quite rich where I can manage what I'm showing on the screen out of any of the inputs. And the screenshots you're seeing over here on the right, the top screenshot is the splash screen guide. So it's been very helpful. If somebody walks into a room, wants to know how to connect up, all the information is right there on the screen and they connect. And the screenshot below that is an example of showing, I think I'm showing 7 sources simultaneously on that screen, with one being the larger image on the multi-view. And there's other layouts that are possible. Okay, so this has been also another very popular product of ours and in stock, so take a look at that. Another popular product extender we have, this is HDMI in and USB-C in, single gang wall plate with priority switching, but also a local tactile source selector switch on the transmitter wall plate. 4K 60 over 100 meters. Also, there's a local input on this as well that is priority input, auto priority switching. Okay, next up is our USB 32E100. This is USB 3.2 Gen 1 signal compatibility, as well as USB 2.0 and 1.1 extension. This can do 100 meters over Cat6. And it also allows for RS-232 extension as well. We offer rack mounts for this. I'm sorry I didn't put the image in here, but you can buy rack mounts, and the way they're designed is I can have either or quantities of transmitters or receivers on that rack plate. So it's universal for either transmitters or receivers. And this product is TAA compliant. All right, I've only got one more to show you for today, and then I'm going to talk to you about something that's coming up. But this is our Huddle Cam 400. This is true 4K chip. Now, this is interesting if you put it against what else is out there in the market for these Huddle cams. You'll see a lot of those that use electronic pan, tilt, and zoom, or they use multiple camera chips. But what we've done is we've actually incorporated a motorized pan tilt mechanism. So this, as it tracks who's speaking, you'll actually see the entire lens mechanism move to the position of the speaker that's being tracked, which is cool to see. But the more important reason why you would want this over other designs is because it maximizes the effectiveness of the 4K chip. If I'm using little to zero electronic pan, tilt, and zoom, I'm using more of the pixels of that 4K chip, so I'm getting a better picture. I'm also able to use better optics, especially against designs where there's multiple cameras and I've got multiple chips and multiple glass. Here I've got using most efficiently the chip and the glass, so we can invest our money in our design to give you the best optics and chip. So it's a really great looking picture, which you can see for yourself. All right, so I do have a question. Does the Huddle Cam require a driver or software to be installed? No, you said this seems to be a weak link with other products, don't have the software installed. Right, so this camera is typical of any USB plug and play type product. You connect this Huddle Cam to your laptop and it automatically becomes a camera and audio device in your list of devices. So there's nothing you have to do. So when you open up Zoom or Teams or go to meeting or Google Meet or so on, this camera and speaker system and microphone will all be listed in those programs as available for you to use for your meeting software. So no, there's nothing else to do, honestly, other than plug it in. That takes me to my next slide. I'm actually going to jump back to this in a minute, but I do want to point out that you should take advantage of our test drive program. This allows you to take any of our products and try them out. This is really the very best way for you to make sure that what we offer you is what you need, and you can have the confidence yourself that these products are meeting your requirements, just like the question that was just asked. So again, we have true optical, mechanical, pan, and tilt. You can use the, you see the remote control here. It allows me to tell the auto tracking algorithm, do I want you just to zoom into one person when they're talking, or do I want to manually do that? And it can also automatically determine that two people are having a conversation, and it will frame the camera to capture both those people having that conversation, because it could get rather annoying if the camera is panning back and forth between two people over and over again. That would be maddening. So our algorithm allows you to go, the camera will go, oh, there's two people having a conversation. I'll just have those two in the frame. Okay, so really good sounding speakers, by the way. I think you'd be very pleased with that. And there is an optional extension microphone it's a puck that's about 3 inches or so in diameter with a microphone mute unmute button that has backlighting. So you do know the state of the mute, so there's no accidents. And also you may notice there's a illuminated ring around the camera, and that has multiple color states to let you know, the camera is on, or, the microphone's muted, or the camera's not connected. So you can familiarize yourself with just a few different color LED illumination states that will let you know whether the camera is live or not. All right, another question I have is, how do we enroll in the test drive program? There's two ways. If you're a dealer or a rep, you're automatically in the test drive program. You just issue a test drive purchase order, and then we ship you the product. Ship it back in 30 days. You won't get charged to keep it, and we will charge you. I think that's fair. If you're not a rep or dealer, then you just contact sales@purelink-av.com, and we secure it with like a credit card. As long as you return it, we don't charge you. And I think for those of you who know PureLink, we're not stingy. If you have it 31 days, we're not gonna hammer your credit card, but we will contact you and see what you want to do about the sample unit. Okay, so USB-C, I think you all know that this has become important for 2024. We're going to continue to look at additional products to add. We're moments away from adding a product that is going to be called EZU, E and the letter Z and the letter U. And what that is just simply USB-C dongle extender. It will use cat cable, and it just basically are little converters on the end of the cat cable that convert it back to USB-C, allowing up to 120 feet of extension USB-C cable. The additional specs will be available in the next week, so watch out for that. But again, remember, we went through 8x2 seamless switching with USB-C, 6x1 seamless switching. We have 2x1 extenders, both in box to box and wall plate to box, and we've got just straight USB-C extension. So if there's anything you need that you haven't heard about us mentioning, please feel free to reach out to us, because we're, again, one of the pedigrees of the PureLink brand is that we're quick to market with solutions. So if there's something that you need that you haven't heard us announce, then just reach out to me or others and let us know what it is that you're looking for. So we have quite a few engineering teams that work very quickly to provide solutions to the markets. Okay, so how will you know about new announcements like this EZU extender? LinkedIn is honestly one of the best ways to do that. The very best way to do that is to sign up on our website. If you go to our website, you'll see a section here in the upper right that says register, member register, and then you will be signed up for our emails, and we send out 1 to 2 a week, keeping everybody apprised of what we've got going on. Okay, so I'll stay on the line for additional Q&A. Oscar, you're asking if products are available worldwide. We've got a lot of rep and dealer distribution in multiple parts of the world. You certainly can reach out to any of those on our website. In fact, let me go back to that. There's a section of how to buy, and so you can contact us directly if you're having any difficulties trying to find the product, but you could search by reps or dealers. I'll just go to contact us, but that's what I would do. Go to PureLinkAV.com and go to how to buy, and then just reach out to us at the main headquarters here, info@purelink.com, and we'll make sure that we can get you what you need. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this slide up here. According to my clock, it's 2:26. I'm done. We look forward to seeing you guys at future webinars. We'll be announcing March webinars in just a few days. So thanks for your time. Please take advantage of the test drive, try these products out. If there's something you need you didn't see, please contact me or someone else at PureLink, and we'll do everything we can to help you. Thanks for your time. Have a good day. See you next time.